We call this the red couch.
Milfntheclock. We arguing about it.
And, right. And Official Burns, he said we arguing about it. We not arguing. We just talking. Yeah, you got some topics. I've been going crazy the last couple of days on Facebook, and everybody's like, "Yo, what's wrong with this guy? Like, he's really going crazy." But no, it's just things that's been on my mind that I wanted to express, and now we here.
I was interested in two topics specifically.
Okay.
The first one you put up, which was what?
Nothing. Go ahead. First one I put up.
The first one you put up was, what was it? Cardi B's WAP video that actually like created a spark online, because that morning I was listening to the Breakfast Club and I heard them talking about it. And basically when for the people that don't know, what happened is she was listening to the song and her daughter walked in and she turned it off, and some people was like, oh, your daughter can't listen to it, and you made the song, but other kids are listening to it. And the question of the day on the Breakfast Club was whether should Cardi B be making those songs, or how did people feel about it that she turned it off? And what was your thoughts on it first?
So this is the crazy thing about it. I want to know if people look at it this way. Watch what I tell you. Here's the scenario. I was in an Uber and WAP came on, and I was with my daughter. My daughter's 3. I was in an Uber and WAP came on. Big WAP, whatever. I don't know what the song say. I don't know. I have no idea, but I know that the song was raunchy, right? So I had told the Uber driver, can you turn that off? Because I didn't want my daughter to hear the song.
Right.
Okay. So he turned it off. I got out the Uber and went in the corner store before I went to my house. And in the corner store, they was playing WAP. Well, I think it was like on the radio. So it was playing wherever I was going. So when I went in the corner store, WAP was playing in the store. So mind you, it's not me playing it. It's the Uber driver and it's the dude in the store playing it on the loudspeaker. So I can't tell a guy in the store, can you turn that off? I can't do that, okay?
Right.
And then when I leave out the store, somebody's driving past in their car playing that shit mad loud. So the reason why I say all of this is because it is unavoidable. Regardless, your kids are going to hear this back in the throat thing before they even reach the goddamn age of 5.
All right, so the main question was, because she turned it off, or should kids be listening to that and stuff like that? When you was younger, or maybe not, when I was younger, I was listening to Let Me Look You Up and Down.
You was?
The music was playing. I wasn't listening to it,
right,
but I know the song
to
from when I was younger.
Okay.
So all of those songs and Lil Kim songs and all of that shit is, to me, it's like WAP and all of that stuff is the newer version of it. But the question was should she be making those songs if she didn't want her kids? I think that the other kids that are listening to it, Cardi B is not responsible for them hearing it. And I'm not talking about on the radio. I know that situation was unavoidable. But I think that she should still be able to make those. That's like rated R movies. You can't be in a rated R movie. You can't make one because your kid can't watch it. I don't agree with that.
No. See, I think that what's happening is people are missing the point, right? So at the end of the day, you're always going to hear this music. You cannot hide your child from music, ratchet music. First of all, you're making it. Not too many parents are the actual artists like Cardi B. She's the actual artist making the ratchet music.
Unfortunately, sex sells. That's why, Milfntheclock. Shout out to Milfntheclock.
Facts.
Sex sells.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's anything wrong with her making that music.
Yeah.
But you think that she should stop, or
I don't want to pass too much judgment, but I will say this. You have a child. Your child is gonna grow up and look at you like a role model. So I don't want to pass too much judgment on it, but I will say What if her daughter say, "Mommy, what's the tingly thing in the back of your throat?"
She gonna know.
Shit!
She gonna know by the time she gets to that age.
But no.
She ain't gotta ask her mother.
What I'm saying is, if she happens to hear the song, what if she comes? You know how your kids walk up to you and they be like, "Daddy, what's this?"
Okay, but yes,
and you gotta explain like
that happens as a parent.
Are you kissing somebody? And you gotta explain why you kissing.
No.
What if her daughter specifically says, "Mommy, what's the tingly thing in the back of your throat?"
It's this. Show her.
Why Why do you want somebody to touch you? Fuck your whole life up. You be sitting there looking stupid like, oh my God, I gotta explain this shit.
I think that she should. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I think I do things too that I just don't want my daughter to see, and then I have to turn around and explain it. But now you led me into another topic because you said that she's a role model. What about, like, to me, this was a big deal. I talked about this with somebody before. What about, like, Terry Crews when supposedly, like, he got touched and shit and he didn't say anything because he wanted to stay in the industry? Like, I think that is, to me, teaching your children. And I wouldn't do it. If I got touched and shit, like, I'm saying something. Especially you would, like, to me, when I look at Terry Crews, you're a big, strong man. Like, you know, you're very big and you seem, like, very powerful. Like, why would you let...
Oh, that's the big dude that be fucking...
Exactly.
Okay.
He got touched by, like, I think a white guy, something like that. Please don't quote me. Don't sue me because you ain't getting nothing. I'm just saying. No money. But I think it was a white guy. And somebody touched him and he didn't say anything. But supposedly he didn't say anything because, you know, in industry, once you say something, you might be blackballed. And then you can't, like, make music anymore. You can't be an actor in his case. And I think that kind of he sold himself because a lot of people was wondering, like, you know, oh, he didn't say anything because he didn't want to lose jobs. He wouldn't be hired places. And I feel like that right there is when you're actually showing to be a role model or not. So you didn't say, well, he got daughters. His daughters could be touched if they're making a lot of money somewhere. That's what that tells me. Not that you making this raunchy music, because I'm an adult. And when you become an adult, you going to probably want somebody to touch that thingling thing too. No, dead ass. That's the difference. I think that is when you show your kids that, like, no, you don't just do whatever for whatever.
Yeah, you are the role model. That's what I'm saying. So, look, I rap. And I got songs and shit where I'm talking a whole bunch of shit. I'm saying shit right now.
Do you got songs talking about women and how you fuck them and how they this and that and they hoes and all that stuff? And you got a daughter that is 3?
Wait, we ain't gonna get into that now. But hold on. That is a good question. So I limit the fucking amount of shit that I say. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you know, like I wanna the back of your throat. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that because I can picture my daughter running across that. Like, Daddy, why did you do that? No, that's a weird thought in my mind.
What is something that you do say in your music though? Tell me.
This is one of the latest songs that I wrote. I was like, she gonna be a thought for who she wanna be a thought with. That bitch is toxic. I told her to stop it. She's calling me stupid. I'm calling her hot shit, whatever. Anyway, I'm taking her shopping. She went out to Bali and then she bought back the bread. It's just regular shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. I'm not like, yo, I
so what if she
the back of her throat.
Well, what if she come to you and be like, Daddy, what is a thought?
What's a thought?
Then you're going to say that hoe over there. And she goes, well, what's the hoe?
No, I will not be putting a child in an adult's place by explaining to her what a thought
That's
is.
Why when she say, Mommy, what's that thingly thing? You're not going to say, it's this.
I know.
And what do you want? You're going to make it up like parents do.
Right. But what I'm saying is, how do you feel, though, inside when you go to bed at night? You like, damn, my daughter just ask me what that thingly thing is in the back of my throat.
I don't listen.
And that's all because she heard that goddamn song.
I don't know. I don't really think it's that bad because I try my best.
I like the song a little bit because I only heard it a little bit. That's my homie Launch Pro. She said she's an entertainer and her daughter will grow up to understand that. Also, a lot of children ain't even exposed to that material and their parents, they're far removed. And then she says,
I just feel
and
like when
you
you
got
so
some
young,
people on there on that live talking.
when
too.
you so young, you don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
El Shabar, I love you, but get off my live.
He said, many men have children and their content is absolutely atrocious. So unless there is an entire movement to reform the material of
Okay,
hip-hop
that
culture
was a good one, L.
retrospectively, regardless of gender, it is what it is. And see,
Listen.
that's what I was trying to say, though. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
I just feel like when you're young, you don't think about that. When I was like listening or hearing, let me look you up and down, I definitely wasn't thinking like that. Especially not at 3 or however old Cardi B.
You didn't understand at that age. I'm trying to get my
whatever
line right.
it was that I was listening. So I'm just using it as an example. Whatever songs that I heard back in the day, and I had a whole list before I even came and sat down with you for real that I could like call out. I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about until I got older. I was like, oh shit, that's what that's about.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I knew what licking up and down was. At whatever
You probably
age.
was doing it.
No,
touching somebody's thangly thing.
No, you stupid.
That was
like
early when we was young. But okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the Capitol. What did you think about that when you saw that shit?
What
the people climbing the fucking walls,
right.
them in the
First
offices.
of all, I just want to let y'all know that white people are the new black people. I'm just saying. No.
I'm about to say, what that mean? Black people forever. Y'all know me.
No, but I'm
Black
just saying.
people
No,
forever.
I'm exaggerating. But what I'm saying is, figuratively speaking, we were called the monkeys for a very long time, and these motherfuckers was climbing the wall like monkeys. They was climbing the wall like they ain't had no.
Yo, first of all, I was enjoying seeing that. I was laughing like hell.
Why?
I was like, oh my God, because everything that they said that the black people was going to do did not happen, and the white people were doing it. Or the people that day. I don't even want to say black and white, even though it was Caucasian people there, but I don't want to say that and then somebody come looking for me because everything is so sensitive these days. But for sure, everything that they said that we were going to do with the Black Lives Matter protests and stuff, the white people were doing it.
Well, I'm going to say this. It's a thing called white privilege.
Of course.
And white privilege has existed in the history of America. And we know that. So, when you have your power taken away from you and you've had it for so long, you will go crazy. It's like...
I agree.
It's like all day you've been like the top dean in your school, like you was the dean in your school, or security, like you run the whole security in your school, right? And you've been doing that shit for 50 years. You've been doing it for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, one day your boss comes in and goes,
That's
you know what?
Happening.
I'm going to promote Jonathan ahead of you.
No, I agree with you.
And Jonathan just started. He just came in. And Jonathan's black too. Oh my God. That's even... What? Now all of a sudden, you feel like, what did I do? Now some people have no thought for themselves. They can't think for themselves. So they let Trump do it for them. And this motherfucker is from New York. And we know a snake when we see one. So that's why we ain't voting for this dumbass motherfucker. And you got all these white people and shit out of town like, we're gonna go up there and run the motherfucking Capitol. We're gonna storm the Capitol.
But they did it though. They did it. And that's another thing that's blowing my mind. Like, how the fuck do you really think that they let that happen? Do you think they let it happen?
Privilege.
Or do you think
they
that
let him in? You saw the video.
I did see one cop like this. He literally was like telling them to come in. But I don't know. I feel like all of that, well, a lot of it was an organization, because how the fuck you got into people's offices and you was able to take pictures and you got in like every place of the building that you wanted to
those doors weren't locked, and if they were, then they were knocked open or busted open by people who knocked them open. You see, the thing was, being white comes with a certain privilege. You are not expected to act like a nigger. If that was anybody else, it could have been Muslims, whatever it is, they would have had fucking people with riot gear lined all up across the shit. The National
We
Guard,
seen
you would
it.
not have
We
been
seen
in
that they did.
during Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter.
I
Right.
seen those pictures and stuff too. I wasn't there. Like, unfortunately, I would have loved to go during that moment, but I didn't. I saw a lot of pictures. Yeah, my eyelash.
Yeah, fix that eyelash. We recording live. You know what
I
I'm saying?
don't
We
care,
got two
man.
cameras over there. We
Listen,
gonna have to edit this shit.
Yeah, they gonna love me anyway, right? Because I'll take these right off real quick.
Don't take it off right now.
Don't make me do it. I will do it.
Don't take it off right now.
Please.
Unless you,
If I had on a wig, I would take that wig off and through it real quick. You don't
take
know
it off
me.
right now.
I will take it off.
But anyway, going back to what we was talking about, it's a white privilege thing. That's the reason why they were able to storm the Capitol so quick. And then they were able to just run up in there and take everything over. And the reason why they was able to do it is because they were white.
Of course.
That's just it.
I honestly don't feel like I did like a lot of reading and stuff. I just went off of the pictures that I saw and the stuff that people was posting and stuff. But I think that, I don't know, a little bit, that was just a little bit too crazy and they got too far for me. You know? And I find that white people can do stuff, but for you to be able to go into that federal building and all of that shit is just crazy. I worked at the post office in Whitestone, and you cannot just walk up in there.
Yeah, but that's one person. You're talking.
I don't care if it was the whole crowd. The gates are locked. It's locked. You cannot get in there unless you have an ID or you're buzzed in.
Okay, but let me explain to you. You can have a locked gate all you want to. If you have 10,000 people, 200 people, that's too many people to stop. How are you going to stop that many people?
Well, I'm not really sure, but they said that the federal building, like the feds are down, not the federal building, sorry, the feds are down a block somewhere. And like, come on, that is a federal building. And it's not that. So the post office is a federal building too, but it's not as important as the Capitol building.
To answer your question, the law enforcement was so relaxed and that they allowed it to happen. What do you, and they also had law enforcement that sided with Trump, and that was Trump supporters.
Well, yeah, those I agree. Like that one that was allowing people to come in, I did feel like he was a Trump supporter, and he wanted it to go down. But the rest of that's just too much. Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like they said that. I'm not sure because I didn't really do my research. I just wanted to touch on it because I do want to say that I thought that was like, bullshit or whatever. But I wanted to say that I felt like that the whole situation was, it went too far. And it was like 250,000 black people at the Black Lives Matter protest supposedly when they were there. And I saw pictures of like hundreds of cops standing on the steps. And basically, I just find that they could have stopped it. That wasn't too many people to stop. They could have done it.
Yo, why my homegirl? She said that song "Ready for the World," "Let Me Love You Down." She still talk about it.
I'm telling you, and tell me that these kids, as kids, we weren't listening to shit like this. This is just the new age, Lil Kim or whatever that song, Keith Sweat. I don't know, whatever the hell people was listening to back then.
So let's get into the topic of the night. If we have an argument, okay, I need time to get all that negative fucking energy off before I have sex. And it depends on the topic too. Because like if we had a bad argument, I don't like you enough to have sex with you right after that.
How long? What time? How long is time? What's time?
It depends. Like, what the fuck did you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you fucking do some foul shit? Like, embarrass me in public or something? Nah, you ain't.
Embarrass you in public?
You're not getting this beef for a minute.
Well, it depends. We literally could go back and forth all night on like the embarrassment. So the embarrassment could go like where I called you like a bunch of names in public, or I done something myself and it embarrassed you. Like if I pull off my wig because I'm hot.
That's not embarrassing me. That's embarrassing you.
No, actually, I won't be embarrassed. And if you won't be, then we'll be on the same page. So what is something that you would say that is embarrassing you that would make you come home and not want to have sex with your partner?
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, what would it something to be? Okay. Some dude walks up to you, I'm just randomly thinking this right now. Some dude walks up to you and he doesn't see that I'm there, and he's all in your ear, and you start giving him all types of play. That's fucking crazy. That's embarrassing. Fuck wrong with you?
Well, yeah, I don't think that I'm going to want to go home and have sex with my partner either.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Happened.
Right, but no. See, what I'm saying is an argument is going to ensue. So now we're going to get home and we're going to be arguing and shit. And then the argument's going to last for so long that we're going to be angry at each other. And then there comes what you call the makeup sex coming not too far after that. In your mind.
I don't know. It depends. That's like something else. I don't really know if that's even embarrassing to me. I think that it's going to be embarrassing to you when I leave your ass if something like that is happening. Or whoever. I'm just saying, like, I don't really feel like that's embarrassing. I feel like that's disrespectful. But for something like, let me see.
All right, maybe I gave the wrong example.
I might not want to have sex if I feel disrespected either.
Okay, that's
you
disrespect.
Understand?
So that's not embarrassment. Yeah. That was disrespectful.
Yeah,
okay.
That's disrespectful.
Let me
and
see.
If it's something that happened disrespectful to me, I don't think that I'm going to want to have sex with my partner either.
Leo. I'm a Leo. Let me see. What would I be embarrassed about?
But let me just say this while you thinking of that, let me just say that sometimes during an argument you look at your partner and be like, ooh, wait, I ain't know you could get crazy like that, or like
veins
just certain
popping out of
yeah, like hold up,
shit.
you know, it might be a little sexy. I definitely don't start arguments to have makeup sex. I do think that makeup sex is fun though, and it's usually after something was probably done to me, and then I let that shit like marinate for like 3 days and make you miss me and stuff. Yes. And then when we reconnect, yes. Okay. I don't live with nobody, so we ain't about to be arguing and then we fucking right after and stuff. No. But if it's after a while, like I make you sweat, like you getting hot and bothered right now, but I make you sweat and then be like, okay, I could take you back, and then when he walked through the door, it's on and popping. Something like that. But I don't know about like right away. If I feel disrespected, I know that I'm not even going to want to be with my partner.
Yeah.
I find that when I do say it many times, like, yo, maybe you should have just shut me up, or you should have just like turned me around and like ran me or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
see, this is all right. Okay,
now watch this. But
wait, but watch this. This is the weird shit. Now I'm about to take it to another level, and this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna say it any motherfucking way. Right? Since we on live, we got 9 cameras around this motherfucker rolling, okay? Like everything,
take a
okay?
Sip. I gotta take a
right?
sip.
We got like 9 cameras and shit. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Why in my mind, you want me to forcefully fuck you? Is that what you're saying?
No, but like sometimes when your girlfriend is nagging, like they say, which I could get into that topic too, but it's really nagging.
Okay.
But sometimes when your girl's nagging and you don't want to hear it, or you might think the same about her. You might think that she look really sexy. You might be like, ooh, you get sexy when you get loud like that. Your voice gets squeaky. I don't know. Anything you might like. I don't know what you like, but I'm just saying. You might say that, and then you might want to have sex with her. Sometimes I think that when I'm taking things too far, or if I'm just going above, if I've already made my point.
You know what?
Okay.
I kind of agree with you a little bit, but the agreeing comes from what you're fucking wearing at the moment. Okay?
And it depends on what was said and what was like what happened during the argument. I done told you. If it was like on some disrespectful stuff, then I'm probably not like, you know.
Mm-hmm. But to me, it also depends on what you're wearing, too. Because, like, you ain't going to be in no sweats talking shit, and then I'm going to want to fuck you like you looking good and shit. You better be in some poom-poom
Women
shorts.
in sweats don't look good to you? That's what Drake said.
You know what? Nah, hold on. Fuck Drake. Okay, number one. I mean, I didn't mean to say that, but I'm just saying.
Like.
I'm just saying this, right? What I'm saying is
Come
this.
on, help me out, girl.
No, wait a minute. No, what I'm saying is, what kind of sweats you talking about? I'm talking about sweats.
I don't know the sweats that Drake was talking about. When women are talking about sweats, we talk about the gray sweats
that men wear.
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of
so you
baggy,
gotta
almost
tell
tight.
me what the men like.
So women. Now I'm saying a woman wearing sweats, you gotta have the cake in order for me to want to be able to. In order for me to be turned on by you wearing sweats. So now there are women out there that would like to go to Barnes and Nobles on the first date. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that might work out for some type of dudes who might like reading and shit. They might have something in common. But what I was gonna talk about is like the actual problem with it. What the problem is, like, we meet so many women and so many different personalities. It's fucking confusing. This one want to go to Barnes and Nobles. This one want to go to the goddamn strip club. This one want to go to the fucking zoo. That one want to go to the goddamn museum. Y'all fucking confusing
tell you why.
me.
It's not.
Now, like, yo, where should I take you on the first date?
He don't want the answers.
Where should I take you on the first date? Should I take you
all the answers,
to the fucking museum? Should I take you to the zoo? Huh?
That's exactly what when you first meet somebody and y'all are texting each other or y'all are talking on the phone, you are taking notes and you're getting to know this person and what they would like. It's not confusing. Listen. First of all,
okay, so all right, you know what? I'm gonna give you that. Give me a high five. Okay, because when you talking on it, you got to get to know the person first. That's exactly so you know what they like.
Do.
Okay, I understand.
That's what that time is for. But don't wait too long, because when it's like mad long, I'd be like, all right, this person don't even want to get to really know me, and I ain't about to be doing no 2 and 3 weeks full of texting and stuff. But I feel like, oh yes, thank you. I feel like when you're talking to somebody or when you're first of all, you gotta first it could start off a texting. Then you gotta let that person hear your voice sometimes, because it's just too distant. I don't know. That's how it is for me.
First of all, and now that you're talking about that, first of all, when you first meet somebody, you be on the phone all night for 90 hours and shit. That's all night, all fucking night. Like, come on, bro. And then it's like, is that many things to talk about? But it is sometimes, because you kind of have the same things in common with another person, right? But watch this crazy shit. When y'all start dealing with each other, motherfuckers don't want to talk all night no more. You want to talk all night. Look. No, that's bullshit.
That be the guy.
No, that's
the lady
bullshit.
Still want. Whenever you introduce something, listen. You introduce something to a lady, and then she's liking it, and y'all are liking each other, and then y'all getting together, and then y'all got together, and then y'all was together, and then. No, for real. I mean, everything be going good, and then the guys start to change, and the lady's still looking for whatever you present in the beginning, whatever you show with your representative, you gotta continue that, because that's when I feel
Albert, my boy Albert said,
yes.
He said ask questions to figure out.
First of all, he said yes, because he was agreeing with me. Thank you, Albert. You ask questions to see
each other's interest.
Yes,
that's correct. But see, here's the thing. Everybody has a smoke screen up or a gate when you first meet a person, right? Now, everybody has some type of guards up, especially as an adult, because we done been through every fucking thing. So we come into the shit with a guard. So you have that guard up. You're not telling people everything that you like. And sometimes, watch this is going to go with my point. Confusing ass woman, right? Y'all will say some shit. This is maybe not you, but there are women out there that will say, why don't you figure it out? Why don't you figure out what I want to do on my first date?
Yeah, because we done did all the talking on the phone that 90 hours.
No, wait a minute.
Of course, you must know something about me. You got to know something I like.
So watch this. So I seen a post that said a guy met a girl and he asked her what's her favorite color. She said orange. So what he did on the first date is he filled up a basket with orange things, like a sun kiss, fucking just random orange little things that cost $1, like orange candy, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of orange stuff, and he gave it to her, and she really liked it because it was the thought. I would have really liked
that too.
Right, it was the thought. It was right. It was the thought behind it that mattered. So the reason why I mention that is because I want to say that I understand exactly what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to a woman, then you will know what she wants on the first date. I am just kindly trying to squeeze in there that it's kind of confusing for a lot of guys to figure it out, because we meet so many different women that have so many different goddamn personalities, and it's like, what the fuck? What do you want? Do you want some flowers? Oh, I don't like flowers. That shit too sweet. My man bring me flowers. That means he kind of sweet. Okay.
Oh my God.
No, but I'm just saying, look, this is the shit that you hear
Please
sometimes.
bring me flowers. Send me flowers. I love flowers. I do.
But what I'm saying is, we have heard that.
What?
You understand what I'm saying?
I would be like, damn, like, you know, he really can relate, or he feels some kind of something, and that would turn me on. It's not gonna be like oh well, he gotta get the fuck out of my bed, or whatever the case is. You understand? I don't know. I think vulnerability, especially for a man, is sexy, and it just depends.
Listen, I am not gonna be vulnerable in front of a woman. I'm not doing that. Now, a lot of women,
and when you're forced to, you're never gonna. When I tell my daughter this all the time, when you are forced to do something, you are not gonna like it. Okay, so you will be one day, and you're gonna be forced to. You never know what could really like.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You never know what could really like bother you, and it's gonna be a point where you cannot hold it in. You're gonna be boo-hooing in front of that lady.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, okay. Something's gonna happen maybe one day that makes you like, you know, really
break down.
Yes, and you know, at that point is probably when she's gonna see the ugliest cry from you and everything.
not even a regular, but like a.
And you gonna be crying and bawling like your biggest opportunity ever was just yes. I'm telling you now that's how it go. I think.
I will say this. When you cry in front of a woman, as a man, this is my point that I was trying to make. As a man, it makes you feel different. Yes. I get your point and what you're saying, that it's okay to cry in front of a woman. But I'm saying, as a man, when you leave, we sitting there like, oh my God, like I just cried in front of her. I can't believe I did that shit. She gonna think I'm a bitch.
I do feel like that's the man's problem. I'm sorry. That's
now he said she's correct. You will break down one good day in front of a woman.
Listen.
Now the guy that's wait a minute. The guy that's talking is 7 feet, and he's 3,000 pounds. This nigga is big. Of muscle.
But before he got on, we talked about Terry Crews.
Imagine this big mother. No, fuck Terry Crews. This nigga's huge, right? He's bigger
Kimbo
than.
Slice?
He's
Kimbo?
bigger. Nah, Kimbo Slice
Kimbo.
is right. This nigga's big. Imagine this motherfucking. This nigga's like. He's like. And she like, damn, nigga, you too big to be crying like that.
Did it happen to you? Absolutely not.
No, of course it did.
You better do that shit in here and not outside.
Listen.
And I'm just joking when I say that.
No,
I'm joking. But I mean, like,
this
is
question.
The place. This is a safe place for you to be you fully.
Can I ask you a question?
That's how I feel. Yes. I do.
Let me ask you a question.
Where is it?
He said, hold on.
Before he asked me that question, you got to get on your knee.
Hold on, wait.
He says 5'18". I can't see.
He said he's 5'8". No, he's 5'18".
It says 18. Come on, bro. What are you?
5'18". You see, motherfucker trying to make himself short, bro. The dude is 18'5". That's what he's trying to say. That's what he is. His ass is 18'5". That's what the fuck he is. But what I'm saying is, imagine this, and then we're gonna get on his.
A question.
This is what I'm about to ask you.
I said you got to get on one knee. I'm ready.
I ain't marrying you. We're not marrying you yet. But let me ask you this question, right?
Say yet, y'all.
Yet. Let me ask you this question. Does it make a difference as how big the guy is?
No.
When he cries, as to how small the guy is. Because look, imagine this. Just close your eyes and imagine
I'm gonna tell you
Kevin
why.
Hart
you
crying
ain't gotta give me that
and The
scenario.
Rock crying. It's two different people.
I'm gonna tell you why, and you don't have to give me that scenario.
Go.
The reason why is because women do not see their man. Even if you the biggest, strongest man ever, we think we could beat your ass. We don't see you as that. No, for real. Not like that. But I mean, like, you are one size to us. You're not too big. You're not too little. We just love you for you, and that's it. We're not looking at this big muscle man crying versus, okay, he little, he could cry. No, we don't see it like that at all. We see you as one size, and whatever you are, that's just what it is.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like that's not the truth.
Please, can I get some ladies to like tell him a little something?
Type something.
If a man come to me and he asks me for something that men don't usually ask for during sex, like how do I feel about it or what do I think about it? And I'm like, wait, you guys are talking about my man?
Hold on.
If it's my man.
The fuck did you just say? What? Somebody asking you for something that didn't happen?
No, if a man was to ask me for something that is not like something that men will usually ask for during sex.
Okay, so so what you're basically saying is like some guys don't like their nipples licked, right?
Right, but I wasn't talking about that. I was really talking about like in the behind. But for the most part, there are some things that like they said that to me. They asked me that.
No, what's the question? What you want to say?
Like if my man, so that's why I was saying when you were saying it earlier about like your man crying. This is your man. I'm not gonna be like comforting somebody else's man all the time or whatever. Then I'm gonna just be like, all right, kind of like, can you come get your man? You understand? But if it's my man and my man could cry, he could ask me for anything. He could do anything. My man. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was saying to you. It's the difference when it's like my man or your man. But I was going to ask you, like, what did you think about somebody, like a man asking a lady for something, like during sex, that men don't usually ask for? We could use the nipples as an example. How do you feel like that lady should feel about it? Some women might be, I didn't know like men like their nipples played with until like a couple of years ago. Honestly. I swear some people like
a couple of years
and
ago.
I'm a sexologist. I swear I ain't even know like people like that. I mean men. I didn't know that men like that. I don't like that.
Well, me neither. But what I'm saying is this, right? I know that I have been asked, do you like your nipples licked? And I was like, huh? Like I didn't understand because before? Of course.
Oh, so you know that you don't like it.
39 goddamn years old. But I'm just saying.
That could have been when you was a teenager and maybe that person wasn't doing it right. It's kind of like,
I wasn't a teenager getting my nipples licked. I'm sorry. It wasn't happening. But I'm just saying, I lost my virginity late in life. I was preserved and reserved.
You was preserved. I was late. I was late too. Late for these days. Don't worry about it.
I think when you now you gonna make us go into another subject. We gonna have to write that subject down.
I just wanted to know though what you thought about that though. If that man asked his lady for something, you think he should be able to or he should not? Because that's his lady. He can't. That's the person you're supposed to be the most. I'm
going to tell you this. Number one, I'm just gonna exclude myself from the booty hole conversations because I don't do that. All right, but I will get into it with you, right? And just let you know that
it doesn't necessarily have to be that. I was just saying because by the time you pass the nipples, then you get down to the in between that and now like to the butt area and stuff. But I will say that people don't let me do it, but I want to because I know. Try it. You'll like it. I ain't even talking about necessarily eating ass, but if I met a man that I was really into and he was into me, trust me, I'll do it because we doing everything. Okay? We doing everything.
I don't want no chocolate. Oh, anyway, what I'm saying is
that don't even happen. That don't. So wait. So you don't?
Well, I would. What?
You don't eat ass.
So I'm not gonna say I don't. What I'm gonna say
is
wait.
Did you get chocolate mouth?
No, hell
Did you have chocolate hands?
Well, stop
That's
it.
Not the way
nasty.
It works.
Stop
That's
it.
Not the way it works.
It's nasty. Stop
That's
it. It's nasty. Hold on. Wait a minute. Just stop it. Hold on. Let me just say what I want to say.
It's not the way it works.
I am not a doo-doo chaser. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Wait. Let me just say what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm about to say.
I have been down there. I have slipped. And my tongue just said, "Oh shit, what's that?"
Kind of like the tear slipped out of his eye when he was watching a Lifetime movie.
Same thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It slipped.
So what if the lady slipped?
Hmm?
Because first it's like the dick, and then it goes to the balls, and then it goes to that little piece. What do you call that piece? It's something.
Gooch.
Yes, the gooch.
How do I know?
The gooch, and then you go past. So what if the lady passed that gooch real quick? Then what? You gonna be like, hey, what the?
Actually,
slap or something?
Yeah, exactly. You shall not be gooching over here. You will not be anywhere close to my shoot. Okay, it's only one thing that go in that motherfucker, and that's air. And there's only one thing that come out that motherfucker, that's shit. Okay, she's like, "What? How does air go in there?"
Out?
I don't know. I just wanted to say it. I don't know.
Too.
I just want to say, but I'm saying though, I'm not with the what they call that, the doo-doo chaser.
I ain't with that shit. It.
But what we went off on a tangent because you was asking if a guy, if a woman should feel comfortable.
I want to know from a man's perspective if you feel like a woman should, or like a man that is with a lady, has like a relationship, they could be married or whatever, but this is your lady. And do you feel like that man should be able to ask his lady for anything sexual that he wants?
Of course he can, because she married that nasty ass motherfucker. And if he wants some nasty ass shit in his hole, she should be able to do that with him.
I just want to like, before we end this conversation, I do want you guys to know, for the people that will be seeing this and is watching now, and you right here, that the male G-spot is in the anus, and that's all I'm gonna say. We can move forward though. We can move. So
how you gonna wait a minute? She just said the male G-spot is in
the anus.
The Duke shoot. Okay. And then she says we can move on. Okay.
But we can move on because I know
you can't move on.
We could do that. We could talk about it, and I can make you uncomfortable.
Talk about it.
We could do that.
I'm not uncomfortable about it because I don't do shoot chase. So I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is,
even if you was, that's what I'm saying. Like, stop it. These people need to get comfortable. We're adults. Even if you.
So go. So
I just want you to know that.
How do you? All right. So my question to you is, how do you know that the male's hole G-spot is the G-spot, and this shit just sounds weird to me, but whatever. The G-spot in a man is his Duke shoot.
Because I study sex. I talk to people about it. I talk about sex all day long. I make my jokes very sexual, all that shit. Everybody knows. So I study it, and I know. You
gotta give me a better answer than that.
That's it. I read about. Yes, a milkshake.
You gotta give me a better answer than that.
I studied it. That's how I found out.
I need to know the scientific facts. Okay, now maybe we need to save this for another show, and we need to revisit because this is actually a good topic, right?
I just know.
Okay.
I know because I studied it. I read it, and what you want to know? If I put my finger in somebody's ass before? If you want to know that, I'll tell you the answer.
I think you gotta directly ask me. But I'm not asking you. I don't want to know.
I didn't say if I did or didn't. But I'm willing to answer the question. I'm willing to answer the question on camera.
All right. Have you?
Let me hear it.
Stuck your finger.
I have.
Damn, I
have
didn't
before.
Get a chance to answer
but this was honestly, I know that I would have so much more fun these days because I studied it more and I know more about it. And
this girl said,
I can't really do it.
This girl said that she thought the male G-spot was the balls. And it's almost.
Come on, I could listen. Hold on, I'm about to be howling a 101 class. I'm about to invite you because I could show you a little bit of everybody, women and men too.
Oh, so you saying you gonna do like a real live show or something?
No, I wouldn't do it live because some people don't want to be seen and stuff, or even much like talk about this stuff. Sorry, but I definitely would do a class. It's definitely in the G spot. It's in the anus. You only gotta like put your finger like this far. But everybody is like you. Everybody that I know these days is saying no. That was years ago. Years ago, where I could actually.
You should have been born in the '60s because these old niggas like they ass eating. I'm just saying, cause these old niggas be like, look, you ever had a girl lick your ass? I'm telling you.
They be saying that?
What?
So why y'all always listen to the OGs? All of a sudden y'all don't want to listen to them?
You ever had a girl going and digging?
Yeah, and you better listen.
Behind there like that?
You better listen to them.
Hell no, OG, cause that shit is crazy. That's like a wet baby dick going in your ass. I ain't fucking with that.
Oh my God.
No.
This could go on forever because I got so many other questions. You talk about that, like I could bring it into so many other topics. I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna just let y'all know it's in the anus. You only gotta go up to like the first line, maybe like in between, cause my fingers are little. But you need any other time y'all listen to the OGs. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get into that OGs.
No problem. We ain't gotta.
Yeah, so listen, guys, you watch the show. This is our first show. I'm trying to pressure her to do this every time we get a chance to.
Wait, are we still talking about the podcast? Sorry, just making sure. Do this.
Right. We're doing this, right?
The podcast, yes.
Yo, you are stupid. Yo, she is off the hook, man. That's why I love her.
My name is Milfshake for a reason. Wait, let me just say my Instagram is Milfshake, MILF. Shake with an underscore. Okay, MILF shake underscore.
My Instagram is official burn. But we shall be having something big for you coming soon. This is just a test to see what y'all want to hear. And this is late night. So, you know, when we start doing things early, you know, this is just a test. Yeah, pen it. We definitely going to put it up. We definitely going to put this up for people to see and hear and do and all that good stuff. So, thanks
and
for
he's trying to give y'all some pointers so y'all could go in the bedroom and do it. Stick the finger in there, ladies. I'm gonna try.
Niggas, y'all know niggas. Ain't nothing.
I was not even talking about him. You see?
On but the rent.
I was not talking about you.
If you wanna be with me. nah, but literally she said, "Oh wow." Yo, that's crazy. Look, no,
I was not talking about him.
Wow, ooh, no, who this over here? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Don't do that.
But yeah,
alright, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for coming out, guys. Thank you for enjoying.
Thank you guys for commenting.
We love you. We're gonna do this another time, and we're gonna make this happen. For
the hip hop freaks. Who the hip hop freaks?
Who the fuck said that? Because that's not a bad name. I ain't gonna lie. You just made us millionaires. Who said that?
That's your people.
Who said that?
Dwayne over there. I can't see the rest of it.
Dwayne Hooks. I don't know who the hell that is. The hip hop.
We love you.
I like that, bro. That's dope. That's dope.